Hey, and welcome back to the Fully Booked Photographer podcast. And this week, we're playing part 2 of that amazing webinar we did with Mike Michalowicz on Get Different Marketing. We hope you enjoy it. It was a really great webinar where within that hour, we brainstormed so many different ideas that photographers can use to market their business. So let's get started.
Okay, who's up?
Alrighty. So one of the key things that we talk about is that the goal of your marketing should be to earn a conversation, right? And when your ideal client for newborns, maternity are, pregnant, they haven't had their baby yet, they don't necessarily know that they want a beautiful photo session yet. So one of the things you can do is create a lead magnet that you can advertise on Facebook to basically attract, ladies who are pregnant into your world. So it could be, for example, 10 essentials for your hospital maternity bag. So it's about what they need to prepare before they actually go in to have their baby, right? And by doing that, you are capturing their email address, their name, you have them in your system, and then you can continue to nurture and build that relationship over time so that when they are ready to have that photo experience, you're going to be top of mind.
I love it. Love it. What else we got?
All right. So the idea I come up with was, as a maternity and newborn photographer, you could join up with other businesses in your area that also are marketing towards newborn and maternity type clients. So 4D ultrasounds, prenatal yoga, doulas, things like that, right? And so then you can co-host a monthly tea, a monthly get together where you're all marketing towards people that are having their babies within a certain time frame. And I'll give little presentations on some sort of topic that appeals to them, but it also is like a mom's get together. Moms are always looking to get together to socialize with each other. And then if you're hosting it at your studio, you can do a little mini maternity portrait for everyone who attends.
Love it.
And then offer, obviously, in some kind of goodie bag, everybody can give part of their services, and you can do something for a newborn session from that as well.
Great. Love it. What do you got, Ronan?
Now, I know we don't do none of the work, right, when a baby's born, right? But it is still stressful for us fathers. I'm telling you, I've been there 4 times. It's stressful, right? So my idea is about having a father birth survival pack that you partner with a birthing center or a private hospital or wherever that is, and that the father gets his little gift pack. And in that, there's a direct to say, you've a new arrival coming into the family. Why not celebrate that new arrival with your wife and book a newborn photographic session today?
I love it. So let me show you what's formed for me. I want to hear from everyone else. So if you can see my handwriting. So the first idea was a TikTok unboxing. I was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny? Like in photo sessions, if you have a little camera running also along with the shots, you probably get some funny moments of baby burping and stuff. You can have a compilation. That's very compelling video. Baby bloopers was another version. Lead magnets turned to me was the hospital maternity bag. And it's like, oh, what if there was in the ward, like, can you talk to the baby ward? Maybe you can take pictures and and you can deliver them on the spot when you're there, almost like when you're at Disney or something and you're walking by. Could there be a partnership opportunity? We talked about partnering. We talked about the cribs. So I was like, oh, there used to be an MTV show called like Look at My Cribs or See My Crib. What if you did the baby version of that, like flash that up? Then we talked about the father survival pack. Well, be the number one dad. And maybe we could tie that into some ways of dad expressing his interests. I'm big into American football. So little baby daughter was born and has all the gear. That would be so exciting for me. So there's an idea there. The goal, I just want to remind everyone here of these idea mining, is we want to get as many ideas as possible. We're starting off with those core 4, and then we just start riffing off of it. Let's come up with as much as possible. What's your ideas? I saw a Cuban cigar, and yeah, it sounds great. Like I have a big cigar with the baby next to you. And also there is no such thing as a bad idea. Maybe you can't do the cigar idea, or maybe you can, but the cigar idea could spawn another idea that crushes it for you. So that is a great idea. Behind the scenes, what opportunities are there? Pre-hospital, post-hospital, the coming home moment, all those things. You can make it into a powerful session. Cool. Okay. If you have more ideas, please post them on the chat. Oh, you want to see the paper closer? Someone said, I'm going to zoom in one snap and you can take a screenshot. My handwriting is atrocious. I get it. There you go. There's a little closer for you. This says the word newborn. If you can figure out those letters, you probably can figure out everything else. All right, let's do the next genre, right?
All right. So for all you family portrait photographers, Brad, go.
Okay, cool. So I wanted to create a family charity funnel. So essentially 2-page, really simple website. First page is just an opt-in to receive a gift voucher, gift experience for a family portrait experience when they fill it out. And the idea is that you're going to post it into local Facebook groups with a little Facebook post saying, hey, we want to help out. If you're fundraising for any local charity events, let us know. Click the link, fill out our form. We'll be in touch and post a voucher out to you. So then it's a way to generate leads and data from people who are trying to raise money and fundraise. So then you can get those leads, then have those phone calls and try and get bookings from it. And then another kind of just offshoot of that, and something I've done, is I created a list of all the primary, secondary schools, so high schools, nurseries, private schools in an area around me that my ideal clients go to. And then twice a year, I send them out a gift certificate voucher for a photography, for a family photography experience that they can then gift out or to a student or use as a raffle prize. And the best way to do that, is ask forgiveness, don't ask for permission. So just, if you're going to phone up all those schools, be an absolute nightmare, don't do it. Just send out send a covering letter out and say, hey, this is a gift experience voucher, use it, raffle it off, and explain the system to them.
Got it. You can see, I left my camera on so you can just see them as you're talking. These are kind of core target audiences, but then I'm starting to expand on your ideas. I have an idea around a dossier. I'll explain in a second. All right, what else we got, Jonathan?
Yeah, so as most of you know, that most of the people who want a family portrait experience are blissfully unaware that they even want one. And where's the best place to find blissfully unaware people? Well, Facebook ads. So like Brad mentioned previously, for another genre, you can run a register to win funnel where you run an ad where they can register to win a family portrait experience and basically build up your list of people who are interested in family portrait experiences, select people who resonate with your ideal client avatar, and introduce your follow-up process to get them booked in for a session.
Love it. Okay, what we got?
Next. So what I got is, so one of the common problems with family portraits is people always postpone it, right? So they always look for a reason why they can wait another day. So if you create a specific event day, that's at a unique location that can't be photographed otherwise, unless they're signing up for this specific event. So say like May 10th, and it's a super cool location that you're going to, and you partner with a charity. So that allows you to get onto the location. And so if you pick a local charity that everybody wants to help support, around here, it's a local women's shelter. So you can partner with that charity. All the session fees go to raise money for that charity. It gets you onto that unique location that they wouldn't be able to photograph otherwise, and they have to book that date.
Love it. Love it. Okay, what else we got?
All right. So this thought process was around a photographer who's identified that his ideal family client plays golf. So how can you then put yourself where they are all the time? So the idea is that you go to the golf club, the local golf club, you partner with them and you say, look, I'm going to create the portraits for your captains and your presidents. And in return for that, I want you to send a gift certificate for a portrait session when every membership renews. And I also want to put on the back of the scorecard an offer with win a photographic gift experience with a QR code that links to a landing page where somebody can redeem that offer.
Love it. So let me just kind of zoom in. So this is just how my mind's working. I want to see in the chat what your ideas are too. So starting with fundraising, I was like, oh, community gatherings, gift certificate. Then it came to dossiers. A dossier, you ever seen the newspapers where they outline the story behind a person? Why not team up with that newspaper, the local one in your town, take a photograph of a family and have a dossier about the family? It's a great way to expose your work to the greater community, but also that family where they got together for the dossier. Now maybe they want to hire you. The Facebook ads turned into family reunions. It's like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. families gather, and sometimes they're published too, that there's a family reunion coming up. Maybe you can search for that and find out where the family reunions are, who's hosting it, and get hold of it. Maybe there's people that facilitate family reunions or venues that support it, and you can find out a family reunion. What better than having you there for the entire event day, family day, RV camps. My wife and I, we took a trailer up to an RV camp. It's all families. It's families, and my God, they're on top of each other. What a great venue to team up with or to be taking pictures at. Spring break, I thought, was another event. Golf. The club often has a pool. I love the idea of a scorecard in the back of the scorecard. What if you have the hole in one? Get a hole in one on this hole, and you get a free family portrait. But here's the deal: instead of just getting exposure for that one family, everyone's going by there. It reminds them of family portraits, and now you own that hole. You're part of the institution there, and they're experiencing you. What are your ideas? Post them in the chat. I like Michael Stewart says family photo after church. Genius. Love it. Worship when most families are together and dress. Perfect idea. Partner with church. I found churches like free photos. Yeah, do it. And the pastor or priest, depends what type of church it is, the deacon, whoever, a rabbi can facilitate this and say, hey, I'm so happy for our church or for our temple, we were able to secure this excellent photographer from our community who's going to be doing some photos. And then that's an opportunity to have upsells or introduce other folks. Great idea. Okay. If you have other ideas, post it in there. And right, and Sarah, it is in Get Different. On pages 84 through 87, there's a section about idea mining. This is the book right here that we're talking about. And pages 84 through 87 have this process in detail. You're just seeing the demonstration of it. All right. I'm starting to, I should have more paper. Let's go.
All righty, we're on pet photography. Brad, off you go.
Yeah, cool. So this is my favorite idea I've had during this process. So it's to team up with a local dog shelter. So local for me, there's Barnsley Animal Rescue Centre, and to invite them in to photograph all the dogs that are up for adoption, and to then create Tinder profiles for the dogs. To then for the shelter to then advertise for themselves to then get these dogs adopted, and to make them really fun and energetic in the studio, and to create some really striking imagery that then the Animal Rescue Centre can then share, put it on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, and then try and drum up some organic reach to be able to pull in from that, and have a direct on each post saying, hey, if you would like to get your dog, your pet portrait experience, follow the link below, and then take them through a funnel process.
I love it. Okay, what else we got?
Yeah, so most photographers who do pet photography have a dog, right? So you could get a dog jacket, put it on your dog saying, my dad/mom photographs dogs, ask me about it. You can include a QR code in the jacket that links to your funnel landing page. And when you're out walking your dog and your dog has a jacket on it, it's a great way to strike up conversation. So make sure you have your Quantum Connect card that you can tap their phone. It will link to the funnel landing page, and they can either register to win a session, or if it's a book a session, it can be that. But yeah, a dog jacket for your dog when you're out on walks.
I love it. Okay. Who's next?
All right, so we have a ton of dog parks near us. I live in Florida, so it's nice weather all the time. I'm sure you guys have dog parks where you are too. So my idea is that you go set up on specific days a little table at the dog park with some bowls of water and some treats and things like that to attract the dog owners over. Little biscuits, you could partner with a little doggy boutique, things like that, and have a QR code on the biscuits that you're giving them, like as they're wrapped up, or have your quantum cards handy. And so that way they can register by clicking on that QR code for a complimentary pet portrait session at your studio.
Love it. Now my handwriting is impossible to read, but there's some great ideas here. What else we got?
All right. So mine is to partner with your local dog kennel, right? So let's say that dog kennel is called Bark, right? So the idea here is you show them how to take a selfie of the dog that gets emailed to the family who are on holidays, which is an email from the dog saying, hi, it's your dog Rex here. Just letting you know that the people at Bark Kennels are really looking after me really, really well. But when you come back, I would love for us to do a family portrait session. So click here to book that session. When you come back from the holidays, let's do it.
Love it. So let me tell you how my idea mining just went. Again, I want to remind everyone, if you're listening in, I want you participating. What are some ideas this triggered? What's the opposite? What would be a way of taking an element out? So here's what I did. We first talked about shelters, Tinder file. I was like, oh my gosh, it got down to, I called it Pooch Mate. Pooch Mate is like, you take a picture of your existing dog and then you can match it up with other dogs that you scroll through. Now, this will just be a fun game, but you're the one who's facilitating this on your site. It's your business, and you're demonstrating different pictures you've taken, and you can say, hey, let's get your dog a good picture. Or whatever animal. It's not just dogs, obviously. The next one here I was doing, we talked about a QR code on a jacket. You know how it always says service dogs on the back? So when you see someone through an airport, it says don't pet service dog. Why don't you have a jacket that says don't pet dog photographer? Like, haha, like, isn't that funny and different? Or, don't pet animal photographer or service photographer, something like that. Dog park turned into dog walker, dog biscuits. Do you know this exact strategy grew $1 billion company? Commerce Bank decided to start when you deposited or withdrew money and got your receipt back, they would return with a dog biscuit if they saw a dog in your car. Dogs were getting a Pavlovian response. They would salivate wanting to go to this bank, and owners were thrilled about it. Commerce Bank sold for $1 billion to TD Bank. Check out that case history. So there's a $1 billion idea you heard right there. The kennel with bark, email from the dog. Postcards from afar. Remember Flat Stanley? You ever do that? And there's different versions of this where you mail it out to someone. What if why don't you be the photographer that makes a flat dog, and you show your dog traveling around the world so that the youngsters in that family can experience their dog traveling all around the world. Now it's their real pet, and that's really engaging. So there's some ideas for you. Tell me more ones you have. Pet photographer at a wedding expo is awesome. I have a family photographer. I go to a hotel, multi-generational. Flat Fido. Robin, you win. Flat Fido, spelled with a PH, even better. I used to go to local architectural shows, so many dog owners there. Yeah, so there's some congregation points. Good. Hopefully you triggered some ideas here. All right, how many more we got to go? 2 more?
We've 2 left to go, yeah. So let's go with teams.
3.
So
3,
have we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we've 3. Okay, well, let's go. Team portraits. Go, Brad.
Okay, so at the studio, we photograph cake smash sessions, or rather we did many years ago. And a way that I wanted, something I always wanted to do, but never did, and never took the action on it, was to partner with a local baker. Ideally, somebody who you're already purchasing cakes from, so you've got already a standing business relationship there where you're transacting with them and they know you're serious. And then to try and then have a conversation with them to partner, where they then purchase gift experiences from you to then gift to their clients who are either having their first birthday. So, if somebody's put an order in for a first birthday cake, well, then it's an ideal situation to give them a gift voucher for a photographic session where they can come to the studio and then smash a different cake. Obviously not the same cake the parents have just paid for. And then on the flip side of it as well, you could also do that with families. So it doesn't just have to be a partnership centered around cake smash. You can do the same thing on any large birthday, 30th, 40th, 50th, 60th. If they put a cake order in, you can include a gift certificate experience as well.
Love it.
So another thing you can do is using social media, Facebook, you could have a photo contest. So challenge the parents to, take some behind the scenes photos of their children smiling, or set a certain topic, dressed as a pirate, or a wizard or something, or a picture with their favorite wand. Get them to post it on Facebook, tag your business page on it, and you can offer maybe an experience for, the best photo that you choose, but having a photo contest where the parents upload photos of their kids in whatever situation and tag the studio Facebook page.
Nice. Okay, what else we got?
Okay, so for children's portraits, especially toddlers, moms like to set up play dates with their kids, right? So it's a way for moms to get out, get their kids socialized. So I came up with doing play date cards, but kind of modernizing it now with the quantum technology. So creating business cards essentially for moms that say, like for me, it would be like Janine, James's mom. And then it would have my email address, my Facebook contact, all of the ways that I would want to tell another mom that they can get in touch with me to set up a play date with our kids. So it would obviously have the portrait of their child that I took on it. So it acts like a little referral, and they can show it off, and it would we did the quantum technology, then when they tapped it on the other mom's phone, it would bring up the portraits of their kids that I've taken, along with ways that they can get in touch with that mom to set up a play date.
Love it. Okay, take us home, Ronan.
All right. So my idea is a guerrilla marketing idea. So the idea here is, so in Janine's town, right, and every town has an event that they celebrate. And Janine celebrates Gasparilla Pirates Day, right? So my idea is that you invite all of your clients to bring their children to the local beach in Tampa, be dressed up as pirates, right? And then send a press release to all the local radio stations and TV to say the pirates are invading Tampa again, right? And then have a big party with them, make sure the goodie bags are full of sugar so the kids are all going with their pirate stuff. And even if the media don't turn up, right, you can social media it. You can social media it to absolute death with content.
Love it. So I turned on my camera so you knew I wasn't lying. I wanted to show it right away. Right here, that says, my handwriting's terrible, but it says Pirate Day. So you're sharing your idea. And that often happens in idea mining, is that as ideas start circulating, we're going to hit redundant ideas. So that's actually kind of a cool phenomenon that just happened naturally there. But so baking, cake smash. I was like, what about smash parks? I've seen these things where you just, as an adult, you can smash cars and stuff. What can we do this where there's activities like that? Because it's so engaging and so fun. And you can see kind of the before and afters of kids going through this experience. The photo contest triggered it off to the idea of an amazing race. Could we set up an amazing race event on a kind of a mini scale? If you know Amazing Race, you have to achieve different things before you get to pass on to the next activity, which is traveling country to country, but maybe we can do it on a small scale. So I was trying to play with that. Hosting a play date, I love that idea. That triggered, why not have Pirate Day where everyone dresses like a pirate, which was Ronan's idea. I also put down Sports Day, everyone dresses in costume. And if you facilitate that gathering, everyone's assembled, you can also be the event photographer for that. So there's something there. Special days, social media. Yeah, so we're down a good path there. I want to hear from you, our participants. What's your idea? We got to move on to the next one because we got 2 left.
Yep.
Oh, we've one left, I think.
2. We have high school seniors and boudoir.
Oh, so we do. Okay, so high school senior, go, Brad.
Okay, so if you're a high school senior photographer, I implore you to try and use TikTok in your marketing. So my TikTok idea for you is, I know a lot of high school senior photographers partner and get like, I can never remember the word, but you partner with certain high school seniors to work with you to help share your content. Do essentially the exact same thing, but use TikTok as your platform to communicate that message. You can even do unboxings, like I said earlier, the newborn. So you can do unboxings, but I was thinking more to do duets. So essentially, because the high school student will know exactly the type of content to produce on TikTok for it, so it'll look native on platform, so it won't be jarring. So people scrolling through TikTok or the high schools will see it, it'll look normal to them, and then duet that with the actual photographer. So then it looks native, pulls people into it, then it gives the photographer the authority piece at the back end of that with a call to action.
Interesting ideas. I like it. What else?
So with your high school seniors, it's important to not forget about mom, right? So what you can do is to run a ad on Facebook targeting moms within the age range that typically have a high school senior, and say your baby is about to graduate. They might be moving away from home. Click here to register for a family portrait experience today, or a high school senior portrait experience to celebrate your love for your high school senior.
I love it. I love it. What else we got?
All right. So when you're photographing high school seniors, like Brad said, they love the TikTok, the Snapchat, all these different things. They're always creating these different videos and things. So at your studio, give them a place that you've curated for them to create their own behind the scenes, or their I'm getting ready for my high school senior portrait TikTok or Instagram reel or whatever it is they're using. You can have the hashtags built into the design. So if you had a cool wall that they could film their video against, and they do that before actually photographing their session, and then encourage them. Again, it'll be native to the platform. They've created it. They've posted it on TikTok, Snapchat, all those platforms, and it's tagging your studio with the hashtags.
Love it. Got it. What else we got?
So your high school seniors, right, they're Gen Z, so they absolutely love video, right? So a lot of photographers, as part of their marketing and sales process, they send out a printed guide to the Gen Z clients say, this is how you prepare for your boutique senior portrait experience, right? But they never read it, right? So why not send them a beautiful quantum card that says just tap here, they tap their phone, and it opens up 4 simple videos that explain the whole process to them. Now you're interacting with them in the way you want, and you can also use that marketing interaction to plant a seed for what they can invest in with the photos that are created in the photo experience.
Love it. Okay, so I'm writing even faster, which means it's getting even sloppier. So just bear with me here. Ideas that I heard was TikTok. Planned on to it kind of is more for me to taking pictures with the people's favorite gear and stuff. And can we do some kind of marketing where we send out maybe to someone like small soccer balls or something like that that may trigger interest? I don't know if I like that so much, but that was my idea. When we were talking about mom, and what about pictures moms as a teen? And what if we made those pictures almost like antiquities? And what if we kind of blended that? And what if that was our marketing piece to the mom saying, you know, you were a teen too, or you were a senior too, and we do these parallel shots or something of your teen and you. This idea of behind the scenes turned into a yearbook. I remember the yearbook always had, at least our yearbooks had the favorites, like what was your favorite food? What was your favorite teacher? I wonder if we could lean into that. If a yearbook has a lot of favorite teachers, can we leverage that teacher in some capacity? The video, printed guides. Can we get testimonials in those videos? So if you're using your card to scan and pull up that page and show videos, could we even have testimonials from other students from that school that came the year before? Because at least for us, the kids always 1 year older were the cooler kids. So to have them giving a testimony may be powerful. So there's my ideas. We got to do one more topic, I think.
All right, so we're on to boudoir. Brad,
boudoir.
go.
Okay, let's do. Oh, that's a way to wrap it up. I'll tell you.
Yes, if you're.
This is my boudoir. I did one picture. That was mine. It was not really, but it's close. That's my favorite picture. It's me and my wife. So there you go. Okay. Yeah.
All right, cool. So if your ideal client avatar for boudoir is similar to mine, so that is, 40+ woman who's married in a relationship, or one of your avatars is that, then you can do what I did last year. Is instead of just targeting your adverts to women, target to their partners. Because if your copy resonates with the woman, then more than likely it also resonates with their partner. So you're speaking to their partner through your copy. I did that last year. We sold 54 vouchers, all to men, all booked in couples portrait experiences or just standalone boudoir experiences. It's gone down really, really well.
Love it. Love it.
Oh, another thing you can do is set up a Facebook group for past clients and your leads that are coming in to join, and encourage your past clients to share their experience that they had of their boudoir session and talk about it, how great this session was for them, maybe share some photos and encourage, it's a way of encouraging the leads that are coming into your Facebook group to actually go ahead and, book their own session. Another thing you can do with that as well is to really take it personal. So you can use your personal Facebook profile to actually friend people who are in your Facebook group, start having conversations on Messenger, because we all know that the goal of all marketing is to have more conversations, right? More conversations with your ideal clients, get them booked in. So definitely using a Facebook group can help you to do that.
Nice. Got it. What's next?
Next, you could do a party of some sort, but centered around a theme of, like, we have Valentine's Day coming up. You can do an after dark party. You could team up with the multi-level marketing people in your area that might sell the lingerie or the brown bag toys and things like that. And encourage your clients to bring a friend. And then at the party, you're offering certificates for them to come in for a boudoir session.
Love it.
And we can't forget network. We can't forget networking groups, can we? But the important thing about networking groups is make sure in a networking group that that's where your ideal client is, right? That can really help. So if you are a boudoir photographer and your client is a woman and they tend to run their own business, make sure that you, if you're a woman, or one of your team who's a woman, if you're a man, joins the local business group for women, and make sure they're armed with a quantum card. So when they're sharing their story, it's really easy for them to connect with a possible client and get them to enroll in a boudoir session.
Okay, and just to wrap it up on my side, I was writing ideas down. Pick a couple here. I called one pass the feather. Like once someone finishes a boudoir session, maybe they get a feather, something they can give it to a friend, and that offers some kind of recognition or special priority. I love the after dark. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, and having these parties and bring a friend. So those are my thoughts. I just want to share one final thought before we wrap things up. And please also post your thoughts in the chat. I want to first thank you all for the invite here to be with you. I want to implore for everyone attending, for you, that you have to get noticed. Now, these ideas we went through, typically we take one idea and we dig in 20 or 30 minutes. We try to demonstrate a lot very quickly. Your job is not to go out and commit exclusively to one idea. Your job is to commit to experiments. The idea about marketing plan is a commitment for the long term. This is what we're going to do in the perpetuity. But experiments is something we're going to learn from. So take these ideas, try them out on a small scale. Don't make major investments. Just try them out. Test it out and see, does this get results? I have my cards and they work. Is this tool working? And then expand from there. If it doesn't work, then find ways to modify and enhance it. But there is no excuse not to get started. You are better than the competition. You have a responsibility to get noticed.
Excellent. So guys, we have a very special offer for you. We only have 58 of these, right? But the BSA mentor team here are willing to give you a one-on-one 30-minute free marketing review. So Jonathan is sharing a link in the chat now where you can sign up. There's only 58 spaces, so don't wait in February. Click on that link. If you're already a BSA member, right, leave this for people who aren't already in BSA, right? Because you guys already have access to us 3 times a week, every single week. So if you're not a BSA member right now, click on the link, sign up for that free marketing review with one of the BSA mentors, and we can help you with your marketing. Mike, thank you so much for joining us today. Your mission, we just resonate with, eliminating entrepreneurial poverty. We just love it. We love everything you do. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate you.
Thank you. It's been a joy. I'm wishing everyone tremendous success. And I know some people are saying, wow, my idea is overflowing with that. My mind is overdealing with thoughts. Do that session. Part of that goal here is to refine and find that one new idea to experiment with first. So thank you for having me. It's been a joy.
Thank you, everybody. If it's morning, afternoon, evening, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you for the job you do in creating a healthier society through photography. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now. All right. I hope you really enjoyed that second podcast of the webinar we did with Mike Michalowicz on Get Different Marketing. So that's the end of this 2-part series of the Get Different Marketing podcast with Mike Michalowicz. We look forward to seeing you next week when the whole team will be back in tow. Until then, goodbye. See you then. Bye for now.